Ladies and gentlemen, Module 7. Are you ready?
You better be ready because that was a great intro. Thank you, Patrick. Woohoo! Module 7. So here we go. Let's talk about Module 7. Give you a little quick glimpse of the quiz that you've got to take to get into Module 7. So as you see here, lots of fun little questions. We're going to talk about favorite foods. We're going to talk about partnerships because guess what, friends? This module is all about partnerships. And for those of you that were a part of EDU 402, you learned all about partnerships. So we are trusting that you are ready and that you can create some great partnerships because every solution is much better if you have partnerships. So let's dive in. So after you pass the quiz, you will jump into this area. You will see all the fun info. The video that we're doing right now will land right here. Amy's video will be on the next page. But let's kind of talk about this because I think we've all said over and over again, especially if you were in partnership, the course, you got to see how projects, solutions, challenges, all of them really are enriched and solved when you have more people that come to the table to help really look at the problem and to add what they can do to solving that problem. So partnerships are amazing. Patrick, do you want to add something to that?
I just love partnerships. The course is great, but I think that the longer I've worked in public education, the longer I've been in the military, the more I've realized how important building relationships with other organizations, with understanding aligned missions and core values, is the only way that you can really have long-term sustainability. The thing about partnerships, though, is that they're like friendships after 30. You have to work twice as hard to maintain them. I'm just going to leave that little nugget with all of you.
Patrick, did you said friendships after 30?
I did. I said partnerships are like friendships after 30. You have to work twice as hard at them.
Just keep in mind. That might be important to you later. So in this module, there are 3 assignments. So really the first one, your time card, you got to put that in there. We love to see what you're up to, so please leave us some information. Throughout the week, we've seen some great things that you guys are doing. We love to kind of hear what you're doing or read what you're doing and see how your internship is going, as well as how you are doing with your pilot and all the other pieces that we're throwing at you. The other thing for this week, you are going to fill out a template called Building Partnerships. So worth 40 points. You're also going to jump into Yellow Dig and do some really cool stuff there and discuss the partnerships. But this week, you're really going to look at your solution and what partnerships you could potentially create to make your solution better. And I think back to many different programs that we've done, and we've never done them alone. Every single program project that I've been a part of, we've always partnered. If it wasn't ASU, working with a local school district, working with someone in industry. One of my favorite partners was we partnered with Keebler, and Keebler's like the cookie company. And that was like one of the best partnerships because they would send us all these cookies and we worked with an after school program. So that was awesome. We also partnered with like Pizza Hut, with Little Caesars, with Peter Piper. I'm dating myself right now. But all these different partnerships to make things happen. Those are just on the snack side. We've also partnered with Lego, Sphero, Kamigami, a bunch of different organizations just to make programs work. So, Patrick, briefly, are there partnerships that you've been a part of that you can think of partners that made those projects better?
Yeah, absolutely. So the two standouts in my mind are at Westmec. We're a career and technical education district, and part of the Department of Education compliance to be a CTE program is that you have to have a program advisory, meaning you have to have people from business and industry come to regular meetings to advise on things like state standards, curriculum, direction of the program, certifications, and offer students opportunities for internships and externships, and also provide career-based experiences by telling students about different opportunities within the career tree of that given program. So, I mean, that's a standalone, amazing partnership to have to nurture and build at all times. We're constantly just evolving that and working through that. I think the other biggest partnership that I've been a part of in my life is the partnership between Sky Harbor International Airport and the Arizona Air National Guard. We have a guard base that supports 8 aircraft and the largest refueling mission in the entire Southwest. And in order to be able to launch off of the Sky Harbor International Airport runways, I mean, there's a lot of communication and collaboration and coordination that has to happen, especially in emergency situations where we work with the Department of Emergency and Military Affairs. So yeah, there's just a lot of different. I mean, those are the big picture ones that I can think of that involve so many stakeholders, so many different entities. Sorry to see my wife in the background. She's tending to our dogs right now. Continue.
That was a little Raylan moment. But I think some of the cool things you got to hear, just simple, quick partnerships that I was talking about working with food vendors. And you heard Patrick talk about some amazing partnerships that are large scale. So partnerships can be small. They can also be really large. So as we jump into the template for this week, I want you to keep that in mind. Think about the solution that you're working on. Say you're working on a project and you're doing a book cart, working with Scholastic to where they donate books to you, working with Target, working with, Walmart. Stores have to, when their books get damaged, they can't sell them. So could they potentially donate books to you? So that's a partnership, blending things together to try to find where you can come into a common ground and do something that helps somebody else. So creates that solution. So as we dive into this, I'm going to open the template, which is right here. So as you look at this one, you're going to do your readings first. After your reading, please come in and add this information here. There are some great readings. We actually opened this one up earlier. There are some really cool things about partnerships and collaborations and just some really cool things in the readings. So make sure you take some time to read the readings because they're amazing. And then think about what are your needs. So as you think about your solution, what are the needs that you're trying to fulfill? Because there's no need to partner if you don't have a need to partner. So think about that first. What's the need? And then think, who can you work with? Make that list of who are the people that you could work with. And then think about the parameters. Are there parameters that people need to fit into? Are there things that you need to consider? Are there, things that you haven't really thought about? This is where you might want to go back to 402. All of that toolkit that you made in partnership 402. This is where that toolkit will come in handy because that toolkit will give you some of the parameters, give you some other pieces that you might want to think about in terms of what should a partnership look like. Another thing you want to think about is, in going back to partnership, is your common agenda. What is something that brings you guys to the table and working together? Because if there is no common agenda, there's no point to continue. So what is the common agenda? And after that, you really want to think about, how does this work? So this week, it's a short template. It's only 2 pages. But really think about your common agenda. Think about your parameters. Ponder and brainstorm who can you work with. At the same time, what are your needs? That's what drives this bus, is you have to have a need and then people to fulfill it. So hopefully that makes sense. So as we dive back into this one, here's your template. You're going to put it on your portfolio. You're going to turn the link into Canvas. That way we can take a look at it and review it. But partnerships make your solution better. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough. Going at this alone is really hard, but having partners and identifying people will make your solution a lot better. It also makes it more sustainable. So keep that in mind. All right, next up. So again, there's a rubric. So read the rubric, 40 points on the line for this one. After that, you have Yellow Dig. So again, get in there and either make some posts. After your posts, start commenting with your colleagues. This gives you a chance to get to know each other and to learn. And then after that, you have your time card. Again, we do read them, and we want to see what you're up to and find out my system. There we go. I was going to say, the system's running a little slow. We want to know what you're up to. So, Patrick, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food, oh my gosh, there's just so many. I mean, I know that from outward appearances, this chiseled physique of mine would indicate that I eat, very healthy salad, those types of things. But the truth is, I like a wide variety of foods. My favorite at the tippy top of that list is any type of Thai food. I just absolutely love it. Although I've never traveled to Thailand, it's on my bucket list, simply to go and eat food. That's pretty much it.
So that's awesome. And I think you should always travel to eat food. There's always some really good food out there. So part of every experience is eating the food. I have lots of favorite foods. And, aside from like my cultural favorite foods, I'm going to leave those over there because I love Italian food. I am an Italian food connoisseur. And over summer, we were in San Francisco, and my goodness, Italian seafood. Oh, amazing. So I know I listed seafood on there, but Italian food is my absolute favorite. I do like cheeseburgers and pizza, but Italian is still up there. And yes, I do like Persian, but Italian is my favorite food. So, aside from cultural ones. So we'll leave it
Maybe
there.
we should do a little Thai Italian fusion.
That would be
Wouldn't that be
interesting.
amazing if we do
We're gonna have
that?
to try it. We're gonna have to try it. But we're gonna leave you guys. This is module 7. We will see you in module 8. You can always join us for office hours. We are here to support you and to help you. Have a great module 7 week. Make those partnerships, and we will see you soon.
Thanks a lot. Peace, everybody.